¿Qué tal, amigos de Stairway to Rock? Aquí estamos una semana más con invitados de lujo, pero bueno, primero de todo dejadme saludar a Jordi. Hace poco que nos hemos visto, pero bueno, ¿qué tal, Jordi?
Muy bien, mira, llevo la misma camiseta que tú, cosa
Sí,
que
hoy
me encanta.
venimos.
Algo especial tenemos hoy, ¿no?
Sí, bueno, somos muy fans de la banda de Bagun Show, como podéis ver, y bueno, aunque realmente nunca paran. Hemos querido traer a Cecilia. Voy a pasarme al inglés para que ella me entienda también. Hello, Cecilia, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Fine. You don't have or you are not advertising nothing, let's say. Did you just finish an extensive tour? But you will be next week on Spain also. You are gonna play in Pamplona and in Oviedo, if I am right. So yeah, we are gonna see you again in Spain soon. How are you?
Yes, yeah, that's going to be so much fun. It's like the summer season kicks off. So it's a Ironia Rock, and then we play a club show in Oviedo, I think. Yeah.
But Rockfest, I have to say that we are going to attend to your concert in Rockfest. I remember last year you play in the tent, but
Yeah.
you are going to play in the main stage, and your the name of the Baboon Show, the logo is up. You're not headlining, but you're closer to headline.
Yeah, I think that's the festival in Barcelona, the Barcelona Rock Fest. Yeah, I think they put us pretty early on the main stage, so we rather wanted to play in the tent a little bit later. Also because we had a very long drive to go to Barcelona. I don't remember what city we were in the day before, but yeah, I kind of remember this because we were like, oh my God, we don't have any time to sleep or anything. We just need to go, and then it was like we could choose to play in the tent later. So then we were like, yeah, let's go for that. But that was a very fun show. I really liked it.
Uh, I was there. Blind Guardian were playing at the same time, and Kai Hansen joined the stage with Hansi. It was an amazing moment, but it was a dream for me. But I was in the Baboon Show enjoying your concert. I remember in that moment, I thought this show it's amazing. They could record a DVD, for example, but it seems that every show, the Baboon Show, it's energetic, amazing. It's wow.
Thank you. Yeah, which I mean, we try to put on a fun show. I mean, we want people to enjoy go see a Baboon Show concert, and we also want to have fun. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We enjoy playing music, we enjoy meeting the audience, and we want to connect, and we want to have fun together. So, that's what we try to do.
The Barcelona fans have seen you recently, I think 2 months ago. So, are you thinking something special for the Rockfest this year? Because it will be really difficult to overcome the past show in Sala Polo.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Thank you so much. I
No?
don't know. I guess I mean it depends a little. We didn't really plan the summer shows in detail yet, so I can't really tell you. But I mean, we always try to have a little joker in the sleeve, or how to say, do something fun. But then it also depends on how does the stage look and things like that. I mean, is there somewhere I can climb or jump, or it depends a little bit of also
Hmm.
how the stage and the surroundings looks like, what's able to do, or how to say.
I attended that concert in Parallel 62. It was
Ah,
a sold
sorry.
out. It was a sold out in
Yes.
Barcelona, and Cecilia climbed and jumped from the first floor to the crowd.
Yeah.
Uh, Sometimes I suppose that every time works, but have you thought what could happen if the people is not there or something goes wrong?
Uh,
You
I,
have an insurance?
I guess maybe I should, but I don't. I mean, our fans are very lovely and loyal and kind, so I trust in them, and I trust in you to catch me. So, and it always works, never failed so far. But I guess also, I mean, I'm kind of impulsive, or how to say. I don't really plan stuff. I just like, oh, now I feel like doing that. And because of that, I guess I don't really think about if it can be dangerous or whatever before. It's more like afterwards someone tells me like, oh my God, you nearly did that and that and that, and you cannot jump from there, it's too high or dangerous, blah blah blah. And then I'm like, aha, yeah, okay, you're right, so maybe I will think about that next time. But then I forgot about it again because I'm in the moment, or how to say. So yeah, I don't do a risk calculation.
And about the outfit, because you choose a red outfit, that's really cool. But in previous tours, you don't maintain a fixed
How to
fit. Let's say.
dress.
Yes. So do you want to maintain this, or you are gonna change between tours, or just up to the day, or?
Yeah, I mean, I try to decide beforehand what to wear and if I'm gonna change and when it fits in the set and so on. And I really like the red jumpsuit, and it went very well with the stage design that we had for the anniversary tour. So I don't think I'm gonna have that for the summer, but I have other cool stuff also. Yeah, but maybe we'll make a comeback. You never know, because it's a nice outfit. Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, I want to say that Simon Dalbert, it's perfect and fits perfectly with the Baboon show. But what happened with Hakan? Is he playing with Mando Diao?
Yes, he's playing with Mando Diao. That was basically what the thing that happened. That Mando Diao asked him to be their guitar player, and he felt that he cannot be in two touring bands at the same time. And since he couldn't really match both, and he felt like we've been doing the Baboon show for a very long time, and he was ready to try something new, basically. So that's what happened. And then we found a new guitar player. Yeah.
And how you feel? Sorry.
Simon can sing too. He fits perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, he does. I think he blended in the group very quickly, actually. So it's been easier than we expected it to be with this transformation, or how to say. I mean, we changed bass guitarist in the past. Frida is actually our third bass guitar player. We had Lisa and Helen before her. So, I mean, we changed members before, but we have been very constant in the members. And I mean, Niklas and me were still the original, and Håkan was also original and just left 2 years ago. So comparing with other bands, I think we managed to like be together for a very long time without anyone dropping out or having other stuff to do. And yeah, like that.
My question was more or less in that direction, because he was former band. So how you manage, or did you scare about what will happen in the next compositions of the band, if you're gonna lose some details? How you manage this?
Yeah, I mean, like with every changes, you're a little bit worried about how it's going to be and what will happen, because you don't know, right? That's with everything. When things change, you just don't know. But then we know what we do together as a band. So basically, the band does not really change. It's only who is like doing it who changes. So it depends on how you look at it. But I mean, of course, it's when you play in a band and tour a lot, as we have always been doing, you become like a family together. So of course it's difficult when someone says they want to leave. It's a little bit like a breakup, like if you have a relationship, like a love relationship. So of course it's not something that you can just like go from one day to the next and feel like super comfortable with, or how to say, satisfied with. But I mean, after a while, when you find new persons, a new way of working, it works, and it works very good, or as good or better as before. It's just in another way.
I suppose you are thinking about the next set list and the upcoming summer festival tours. I want to ask you about which songs are mandatory to be played in the Baboon Show concert.
Well, we always play Radio Rebelde. That one we have to play. And other songs that are like kind of mandatory is Me, Myself, and I. And we also always play You Got a Problem Without Knowing It. Yeah, I would say those three songs are never out of our set. But we have more than those that we often play, but they are still exchangeable. So it depends a little bit also on where we're going to play and how long set we can have. I mean, when we do our own shows, then we decide ourselves how long we want to play. But on a festival, you can have everything from like 30 minutes to 90 minutes. So then you have to like adjust the show and the set depending on the slot that you have on the festivals.
I like this same old story.
Yeah.
Same old story.
Thank
It
you.
was my next question because it's a cover.
Yeah.
And I tried to find the original song and it's impossible. So how do you have? Why did you have the fantastic idea to play this song?
Yeah, I mean it's a working class song, a Swedish working class song with what it's like a traditional song, so it does not really have a songwriter, how to say. It's just like it says trad, traditional. Yeah, so it's a folk song basically that the people sang in Sweden in the past, and it's a very beautiful song, and we felt that this could be something for us to make a Baboon Show song with, because we like the theme, we like the lyrics, but we just have to change it to English instead of Swedish and make it more rocky than.
Is the Swedish Partisano, more or less?
Sorry?
Do you know the Partisano in Italia? No.
No, I'm sorry.
Bella Ciao.
Bella Ciao.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, it's kind of this, no?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I want to ask you about the origin of the name, the Baboon Show. I interviewed with you before, and you told me that it was about politicians, so that were closer to be or politicians a baboon show, monkeys. But nowadays, I think we are worse than when you look for a name and you decided to choose to pick up the Baboon Show. So you are right. I suppose that politicians are failing again and again.
Yeah, they are. In some countries, they're better, but in a lot of countries, it's not that good. So I guess that's the story of life, unfortunately. But I mean, history tend to repeat itself over and over again. But hopefully, together we can start a change and make a better world someday. Yeah.
Talking about this, you published 3 weeks ago that you have decided don't play in US.
Yes.
It's a decision of you, or you are banned, or something like that?
No, we're not banned. We just felt like from the beginning, or like actually always, we've been asked to come to the States before, and we always said no, because we don't really feel that it's the most interesting country for us, or how to say. There's a lot of countries in the world, and we don't really need to go to the USA. A lot of stuff is fucked up there. But then we felt like, yeah, okay, let's try it. Let's go there, and we were gonna play punk rock bowling, and we're gonna do a couple of club shows, and we were like, yeah, it's gonna be fun. And I mean, in America, they kind of like need our music now because everything's fucked up there. But then with the new Trump administration, and with the fact that a lot of tourists have been detained and held and interrogated, we just felt like, nah, we don't want to go there, because we don't want to, spend 10 hours in an airplane, be interrogated, and then sent back home. Because if they would check any one of us, they would see that, they are socialists, and they're and let's send them back. And to go there and play without one of us is not really an option. It has to be all four or no one. And then we decided that no, we don't want to go there. Maybe in the future, who knows? But not within the next 3 years.
But on the other hand, you've got a fantastic relationship and beautiful story with Cuba.
Yeah, we do. And we have been told that we could never play in Cuba, and people sometimes tell us that, oh, you romanticize communism and socialism, you cannot get into the country, blah, blah, blah. But we did 4 times, actually. We did many shows there. So it's not, I would say it's harder to get into the States than to Cuba.
Also, I know you have talked about this a lot, but your relation with Spain is really good. I mean, you are in a lot of lineups that not so many Swedish bands are, or you play in cities that are not so common. I was thinking, how did relationship start?
Oh, how did it start? I mean, when we tried out Spain the first time, we did like this classical, we just go play. I think we played like Granada and Vitoria-Gasteiz and Sevilla or something like that. And then we met up with we call him Dr. Rock. He's having a record label, Phil Ferro Record, it's called. He's also nowadays is coming with us to sell merch and stuff. And he was like a huge fan and started kind of like a fan club for us. So I would
From
say
Spain?
Yes. He lives in Catalonia, in Barcelona. So then he started this
HFMN.
Huh?
People from it's maybe David Perret or
No.
or
Yeah, we also met David then, but we first met Doc. Yeah.
okay.
Ferro Records, yes.
We don't know that people, but we will check it.
Yeah. He's the president of the Baboon Show fan club, the People's Republic of Baboon Show, yes. And he's the one who started that also. And then we also got connected with HFMN and David Perret.
Wow, he did a really good job.
Yes, really.
Amazing. Yeah.
So we're super happy to have met.
Yeah.
And the collaboration that we have together is really working super good.
For example, you sing in a Cream song. I love this band. They are going to issue a new album, but I remember that Toy Dolls or The Baboon Show sang in some songs from Cream.
Yes. I think it was for like an anniversary of theirs, right?
10th anniversary. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Maybe it was during the pandemic they released it.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so, because I remember I put it on. We were sending like files back and forth.
Then, so you are working also with HFMN for the international tours?
Yes.
This is also kind of, I mean, for us it's perfect because they are from Spain and we like that people in Spain works abroad, let's say. But this is not really usual. for a band in Sweden that trust in a Spanish company, let's say?
I wouldn't say that. I don't know. But I mean, we have, since we are an international band and we tour internationally, we have, I mean, besides HFMN, we also have like a German booking label, and we have a Swedish booking label, and we have a Swedish agent too. So, I mean, we have lots of people working with us in different areas, or how to say. But
Okay.
David, that FMN, he's our manager. So he's like the spider, or how to say, in the spider in the web. Yes.
Cool.
Which are the biggest markets for the Baboon Show? I suppose Spain and obviously Sweden, but which other targets?
Germany is actually our main market, I would say. Yeah. But it's Germany, Spain, and Scandinavia. And also UK is rather good for us now.
That's also other of my questions, because nowadays I'm living in the UK, and I realize that a lot of bands decide not to come to play, maybe for the Brexit, I don't know. But did you find some issues to play in UK?
I think now it's not that difficult again, but just after Brexit, it was kind of a hassle to go there. And also very expensive to tour in the UK. So I guess a lot of bands maybe decide to put their effort elsewhere. And also, I mean, there's a lot of bands in the UK. So, yeah.
Yeah, competition.
But yeah. I mean, it's like, even if you are successful or whatever, it's also like, if you're gonna spend 2 weeks somewhere, you want to make sure that it's gonna be a little bit comfortable, maybe. And hospitality wise, or how to say, UK is maybe not the best country. Even if it's, I mean, we've always been treated very well when we have been there. So I don't say this with like any disrespect or anything. It's just
No.
I can see why people maybe not choose that, so to speak. But I think it's now it's easier to go there again. So I think they're getting more and more bands to the UK from Europe.
Good news.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a lot of great venues in the UK. So yeah, it's a fun country to play.
Yolanda, you've got the classical ending. You've got some more questions, or maybe we try the.
I mean, I did you this question also last year, but I'm curious also to speak about this again, because I think it's really important. And you are two women in the band.
Yes.
How you feel the progress of Baboon Show, and have you feel a different treat about yourself for being woman?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's hard to say how it would be if we were not female, or how to say, since we are. But of course, the music industry is very male dominated. So it feels that when you can enter the stage, for example, and inspire other women, it's like, it's amazing, of course. And we feel very blessed for that we can do this, and that we can actually be there and show young girls and other females and women that they can also do this. I mean, be a little bit of an inspiration, and that's a great feeling. It is.
I want to ask you about ABBA.
Yeah.
I ask in every interview with Swedish people, and how important were for you ABBA?
I mean, I really like ABBA's sound and their music. For me, it belongs to my childhood, because my parents listened to ABBA when I was young. But it's nothing that I have been like, listening to when I was choosing my own music, or how to say, to play on my stereo in my room. But for me, it's very, how do you say, it reminds me of my childhood. But now when I listen to it, I really think it's great songwriting. I mean, the melodies are great, the singing are great. It's like very catchy lyrics. It's really good.
And what about if somebody tell you we want the Baboon Show for Eurovision Song Contest?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we wouldn't be there because, for one, we would never get the question because we're too political. So no one in that kind of context wants to touch us, which is a good thing because then we don't have to think about how to say no. But I mean, I guess it could be fun to be in the Eurovision Song Contest. Who knows? I'm sorry, I cannot give you like a yes or no or how we would, but because it's hard to say before it's actually a question. But I guess the Baboon Show as a band would never be in Eurovision Song Contest. No, but maybe I can sing a song. Yeah, why not?
Okay, I have two questions. Are really different. Probably you don't know about this, but has been an issue, let's say, in Spain with different festivals because they are in the top of the top, managed by a fund, the money, and they are related with the Israel war. So one of them is Resurrection Fest. So a lot of bands decide to claim that they are not gonna play in that festivals because it's not in agreement with their thoughts. But also some bands agree that they are gonna play. Have you listened something about this? No.
No, I didn't hear anything about that. But I mean, we as a band and me as a person would not play a festival where the money goes to Israel.
Yeah, but some bands, for example, Angelus Apatrida, they are from Spain. They claim that if they decide stop to tour or to play in Resurrection Fest, they have to stop everything because everything in some point is related with capitalism, let's say. But no, just to aware you that this is happening in Spain right now. So we are in the middle of a war, but just in the social medias. It's really strange.
Okay. I mean, it's very hard to keep track on all venues and promoters and all like that. So we trust that our team would not suggest us to play in venues or festivals or things that are associated with, for example, right wing or Israel for that matter. But sometimes it's also, I'm not saying it's like this time, but there could be like also a little bit of a rumors that I heard that someone said that he supports and then his uncle support. I mean, it's like, what can you also, what is actual facts and what is more like some social media operation to put dirt on something. You never know either. So I feel like it's very hard to say something about something that I don't really know anything about, or how to say. I cannot say
Fair enough, yeah.
This festival or this promoter is this or that because I don't know. But I mean, of course, if it would be something like that, we would very much appreciate if someone would tell us something. But as I said, we trust that our booking in our team that they keep track on these things, because obviously it's important to us.
Sure. And then totally different topic. The strategy of Baboon Show in touring, you never stop. Let's say that. I don't know if because you feel that you are in the best moment to never ending tour, but how you manage with recording a new album because you release an EP, so I assume you are in the work of recording a new album soon.
Yeah, or at least we're writing. We're not really recording right now, but we're writing and we're putting up songs to make a new album. Yes.
And in that moment, you will decide to stop touring, or you are gonna combine both.
I don't know actually, but we will probably tour less. But usually we don't really stop touring. We are a little bit like, when we don't go out and play, we get restless, and that's not good because then we don't get inspired, and then we cannot be creative. So we need to go, out and play and meet all lovely people and meet the audience to to have that energy and the speed, or how to say. It's boring just to be at home or in the studio or whatever.
Okay, difficult one. Which is the first album you bought, but with your own money?
I would say it was Madonna, Material Girl. Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, I still have it.
I think that I got this album too.
Yeah.
CD, yeah.
Okay, next one.
Yes, Yolanda.
Okay, the next one is if you can access to the all money, okay? I mean, infinite euros. Which treat in the stage would you like to perform?
Sorry.
Lasers, fire, what you can
Yeah.
imagine.
Aha, okay. I would add
¿Is treat? ¿Lo he dicho bien o?
Trick.
Trick. Sorry, trick. I was thinking trick or treat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a hard question. But I mean, I guess like everything that you can add, I would add. Fire and maybe water, rain on stage, maybe, and of course something where you could like fly in the air and stuff. Yeah.
I think to you switch a lot parachute.
Yeah. That would be.
Wow.
Yeah. Why not? And that's called bungee jump in the end. Yeah.
Okay, last one. I really want to know which is the first time you cried in a concert, and if you remember which song and which band was.
No, this is a hard one.
You never cried in a concert?
No, not that often, at least. So I cannot really. No, I don't think so. Actually, I think I never cried in a concert.
I never feel really, really emotional.
I mean,
because
only
sorry.
I can do that when we play and when I see that our audience get emotional, then I get emotional. But I don't think I ever cried at a concert that I went to.
Madonna.
Well, I never saw Madonna.
Oh, me too.
No, I'm sorry. That's a like super boring answer. I should have just made something up. But now it's too late.
No,
Yeah.
we will ask you in 3 or 5 years.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's good. So then I have to also remember if I do. Yeah, but I guess I'm not that bleedy in that way. I cry when I read, but I don't really cry when I watch music.
Wow, read. That's for me really difficult. Maybe for me in films, but not reading.
Yeah, I can cry a lot when I read. Yeah. But it's nice.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on what you're reading, of course.
You can tell us also a book if you want.
Yeah, I mean, it's been
Fine.
every book that I read, I cry a little bit because it's like always a little bit of emotions. But I think the other day I read this kid's book about, yeah, it was like a relative who died, and that was really sad, of course. Mm. So then we had to cry a little bit. Yeah.
We nowadays we write about books and cinema, so it's great to have this information from you.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I think more or less we are on time, so we can finish more in this. Just to ask you if you can record, I mean now, a short speech saying, "Hi, I am Cecilia by the Baboon Show. Don't miss to check my interview for a Stairway to Rock."
Yeah, of course. Hi, everyone. This is Cecilia from the Baboon Show. And you know what? I'm featured in Stairway to Rock. So don't miss it out. See you soon.
Thank you. Perfect. Thank you very much. We will tag you on the social media. Probably next
Next
week,
week.
in the middle of the next week.
Perfect. I'm a big fan, so it's amazing to have you.
Yeah, same
And
for me.
every time you come to Barcelona, me and my friends go to there. So see you soon.
Oh, wow. Thank you. And thank you for having me. It was nice talking to you. So
Okay, so
care and enjoy your
Goodbye.
day.
bye.
And see
Bye.
you next time.
See you.
Bye bye.